now.
Built the same way.
Yeah, built the exact same way. Really have similar criticisms. Like the same stuff we were saying about Chet, the same stuff we're saying about Victor. Here's a difference though. Chet's a little bit quicker than Victor. And that's because he's got a few inches less than him, but I was crazy saying that considering they're both 7-foot+ guys. But you know, there could be some times we see Chet win some Victor Wembanyama matchups. I'm really interested to see them go at it against each other because I don't think Chet's too far off from Wemby. To be completely honest, I think if I'm a GM and if those two were in the same class, I'm having a very, very tough time making that decision at number one.
Yeah, you could.
But I don't know. Really, you think so?
Yeah, 100%.
I think people would take. I think just off the strength, people would take Wemby based off the side.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any. I don't know, trouble picking Victor over Chet, but Chet has shown some great agility, especially at his size. But like you said, Ty, he seems quicker because, Chet is what 7'2", 7'1", 7'2", somewhere around.
Yeah, which is still unicorn shit. Like
that's still unicorn, but Wemby is 2 or 3 inches taller than him. He's like 7'4", so it's like you have to understand, like you said, that's most likely he's not going to be able to move quicker than a dude that's 3 inches smaller than him. So it's just
They got a lot of similarities too when you talk about.
They really do.
I wouldn't say with concern like with size and stuff like that, physicality.
Yeah,
we really look at it. They're kind of similar.
Both the motherfuckers shouldn't be moving like that in the first place. That's the thing. Is like both of them. You know what I mean? That's why I had that tough decision because both of them. I mean, Wemby may have a couple inches on him, but both of them are not supposed to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no business doing it. Chet's put a couple of pounds on too. You can tell. You know, I think he put about.
I can't tell.
He put about 10 or 12. That's what it said. 10 or 12.
10 little like 10 pounds.
10. He put 10 pounds of muscle on. I'm be honest. I can't tell.
He went from 195 to the 200s. You said he needed to get over 200 by a second year.
He need to. Let's be honest. 200 is not heavy. He needs to be probably 200. Like if you 7 feet tall and you barely 200 pounds, that's not great. But if it doesn't bother him on the basketball court, it don't matter.
He's 6'10" or 180.
Yeah,
that's the boys need to eat more or something. But they can figure that out. These athletes can gain muscle pretty fast. So it's not that worrisome.
Yeah, those I'm excited to see the Chet and Victor Wembanyama matchups because like I literally think they're the same player. Like Victor is a little more Victor's more athletic than him. I think he's better just straight up around the basket because of his size. But I don't think I don't care nobody. Both them dudes were in the same class as a GM. If I'm picking number one, I'd have a tough time picking between those two guys.
I thought you was about to say you would pick Chet. I'm not picking Chet. I'm sorry.
I thought I'd have a tough time.
I wouldn't.
I don't think. I mean, just off of upside, but I don't think Victor's just straight up a better player than Chet right now. Like both of them. You have to tell me if you're.
Yeah, I was about to say, can you see Chet having any point guard skills?
No.
At some point, yeah.
Me personally, I'm not saying you're wrong in saying it's close because it is, but me personally, I'm just explaining why I wouldn't do it. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, also too, that also depends on who's running the system. He's not going to do it here in OKC where they've got two guards. You know, Wemby's going to have more of an opportunity. So it depends on where he gets drafted to. If you ask Chet to bring the ball up court, he can do it. He's done it a bunch of times. Like my thing is, we can't forget that we just had a unicorn the year before. You feel me? Like this year, obviously Wemby is what he is, but we just had a guy like this where the scouting report is very, very similar. You know what I mean? With Chet.
I will say, I don't think Chet has Wemby's passing ability. Kind of
that's true.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, that goes along with point guard skills.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
it's very true.
Yeah, well, you have to think they're actually going to be fighting out or battling for the Rookie of the Year award.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I put a poll up on that. Like, do y'all realize they're both rookies this year? We had two 7-footer plus guys.
He shouldn't be no. I hate.
I don't. Yeah, I was just about to say that. I don't know how to feel about that. I know he didn't play, but he was still on the team.
You know, rookie.
In technical terms, he's not a rookie.
He sat on that bench. He got paid. He sat on the bench and got paid. Got in there. He practiced.
I agree with you. That was the same situation
about him getting paid. Then yeah, that's true.
That's the same situation with Ben Simmons and Donovan Mitchell. I remember that was the thing. So it's
but from a contract standpoint, what you just said, Blake, makes a ton of sense. If he's getting paid, then hell yeah, you in the game right now.
Man, you traveling with the team, you get all them the team amenities.
Yeah, from a basketball standpoint, though, he didn't play an NBA game.
He sniffed the floor. He stepped on
He
it.
got on it. He touched it.
He
a little
sniffed.
bit.
He know what. Hey, look. Put it like this. He know what the NBA arena look like, smell like, all that. Feel like he knows it.
Shit, Victor's team was had that contract with the NBA to stream their games and all that stuff. So technically, Victor
don't do that.
NBA too. I'm just saying. No, but
that's different though.
Yeah, but no, I think, like I said, it's just crazy realizing that both of these guys could meet up or will meet up at some point this season, and both of these dudes are like these unicorn type of players. And I just don't want people to forget about Chet in the Victor hype, because Chet was a guy who was considered number one overall, last year as well. You know what I'm saying? Paulo went number one overall, obviously, but Chet was in that conversation too. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, and you notice I don't hate on Chet anymore as much as I used to, because when the players get away from Gonzaga, that's when I stop hating them. It's just when they have that Gonzaga jersey on, I don't like them. Don't like anything about the university. Never have. But you get away from Gonzaga, I start to like it, and I start to appreciate the type of player you are.
There's another school I didn't come to hate too. Duke.
Gonzaga.
I hate Duke too.
Duke, yeah. No,
I've always hated Duke.
Chet. Yeah, he's around the right guys too. Like, he's done the Kevin Durant workouts. Like, you always like seeing these younger guys working out with these superstars. Like Scoot doing the Steph Curry workouts is dope. Like, you've seen him working out with Steph and everything like that. So that's why these guys are going to be great, is because they respect the OGs, the guys who are already in the game, and they're putting in his work with them. Chet's done the workouts with Kevin Durant. You can see it in his game. The handle got better too. If you watch him in the summer league, his handle got a lot better. He's doing a lot more off the dribble. He had a really good move, like a step back into like a spin move in the paint. I think we posted something on it a few days ago, or whatever the case may be. So we've seen a lot of growth in his game. Yeah.
We just showed it. Yeah.
Yep. We've seen a lot of growth in his game.
Both of these dudes, and Victor and Chet, to me are like more athletic and more skilled Yao Mings. Like, anytime I look at Victor, I see Yao Ming just more athletic and more skilled. Anytime I look at Chet, I kind of see Yao Ming with a mix of KD, and the same with Victor. Like, it's probably a mix of this, and this is a weird mixture. I don't know if KD and Yao Ming have ever been put in a sentence together.
That's what it is, though.
But if you're an NBA historian, you could probably like those two are probably what Chet and kind of Victor kind of are similar to.
Yeah, no, that's what it is, pretty much. Like,
KD mean.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool seeing all of that. But I think this OKC team, you look at what they did without him last year. Now, and they were already pretty good defensively. There were points where they were pretty high on the defensive rating standpoint last season. Now you add Chet, who's a great rim protector, is the best, one of the best rim protectors in his rookie class. It's going to be even better for you defensively. Now you got another option on the offensive end. You had Jalen Williams kind of have that surprising first season. As I said, Josh Giddey did what he did in his second year. He's your franchise point guard. That guy just knows how to play the game the right way. I don't know how the hell he does it, but he does it. SGA coming off of a 30-plus point per game season where he helped get that team to the play-in. So it was a legit 30-plus points per game. You know what I'm saying? I got no call on
play-in, not playoffs.
But it was all in a winning effort. You know what I'm saying? And
cool.
If you do that and you've got a team that's good, you know what I'm saying? Any 30 points a game in the NBA is legit. Fuck it. I don't really care. But yeah, no, I think this team is going to be really good. They may still be in play-in territory. My greatest fear for them is, and I know there are two different situations, but my greatest fear for them is they end up being like the Hornets, where they show a lot of promise one year, then they fuck off the next couple of years.
They won't, because the Hornets is a, what's the nicest way to put this? They're a bad franchise.
Yeah.
OKC is not a bad franchise.
Yeah.
When you're a bad franchise, you continuously do things to solidify yourself as a bad franchise.
Yeah.
When you're a good or decent franchise, what makes you seem like you're a good or decent one, you do things like OKC did last year and the previous year. So they're not going to be like that. I promise you.
Yeah.
The Hornets have been and will continue to be bad for a very long time.
Since we've been alive, they only had like 2 good seasons, 2 or 3. Yeah. I'm like dead serious.
Had a good season, and then the next season you right back in the lottery. That is.
Yeah.
That's your boy MJ. It's the MJ effect.
I mean, that ain't his fault. I don't know whose fault it is. They just need to.
It's his fault. It's definitely his fault. He can't pick talent.
Speaking of which, I mean, Brandon Miller's been struggling. Like, how much stock are you guys put? Because I mean, I feel like his whole narrative from March Madness up to now has not been too good. Like, from a basketball perspective, he wasn't great in the tournament. The workouts weren't great. He still gets drafted number 2 overall, and then he kind of comes into the summer league and he's not playing all that well. Again, he's shown flashes, But how much stock are y'all putting into that at all?
It's kind of the same thing with Wemby. If you look at the dudes he's playing with, I watched his second game, and there's a lot of wide open looks that he should be getting that he's just not getting. Some of it comes. I know some of you gonna say, "Oh, he's still shooting bad. You know, he still got to take the shots." But a lot of it comes down to just like the system you're playing in, bro. It's just, I don't know. I feel like once we get into the actual regular season, we're gonna see something different. Because now it's a lot of just like individual play. So
yeah,
I don't think that's the best. Especially some of these rookies coming in that's not really used to like, I guess, individual plays. I know Alabama, they run like a really team-oriented offense.
It is true. You watch this summer league stuff, everybody trying to get theirs in. Like
it's always been that, because you got to understand these dudes are trying to make the team.
Yeah,
I know,
they
but
want that $1 million contract.
Hard to evaluate, dude. It really makes it hard to evaluate.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to look at summer games. I mean, I said summer games, summer league games as a fan and be like this and that. You don't want to overreact or to really anything, because, like you said, it's a lot of bad basketball, a lot of one-on-one.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares to pass the ball, but I'm be honest, I wouldn't either, because I'm trying to make the team. So
Yeah.
you have to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Some of the stuff the Spurs were doing too. Like I'm watching, I'm like, y'all don't get a ball up. Y'all know when I'm watching Spurs times, I'm like, y'all know what we want to see. Like,
I know on Friday they were being.
They know. I told
not
y'all
giving
on
him
Friday
the
they
ball.
jealous.
Yeah, I was like, y'all know what we want to see right now.
Malachi Branham tonight. He's over going 1%.
Malachi Branham was tripping today.
They thinking I should have been the number one pick. That's what they thinking.
Yeah. Malachi Branham was rough